Well, you may be looking to win big this weekend, but you have no idea to begin and where to begin because, like approaching betting can be kind of complicated. Well, that's why Great Day Live's Elle Bottom is breaking down how to bet basics with Twin Spires Racing.
We are counting down the days into the Kentucky Derby, and all this week we've been talking about the rich history, the fashion, the drinks, and of course the horses. But this year I'm feeling very lucky and would love to place some bets. But if you're anything like me, you do not know anything about betting. So of course we had to call in the expert, Twin Spires Racing Analyst Joe Christofek. Thank you so much for having me out today. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, and we're standing right outside Todd Pletcher's barn. He's got 3 of the favorites in the Kentucky Derby, and this is the most exciting time of year around here.
Absolutely. So who are the front runners in the Derby this year?
Well, we talked about Todd Pletcher having 3 of the favorites. He's won 2 Kentucky Derbies already. He's got Forte, the likely favorite, the winner of the Florida Derby. He's got Tapit Trice, who won the Bluegrass at Keeneland. Very familiar with that race, people in Kentucky. And then he's got Kings Barnes, who is the oldest horse in the field. Technically, he was born on January 17th. A lot of these horses born in March, April, and May.
Yeah.
But he's only had 3 races in his career, but he's never lost. So he's going to be the longest price of the 3. That's Kings Barnes.
So we definitely have to keep an eye out for them. But are there some horses that are kind of under the radar that we should keep our eyes on?
Yeah, there's several of those. There's a horse by the name of Disarm for Steve Asmussen, who finished 2nd in this race last year with Epicenter. We all remember the heartbreak if you were Steve or Ron Winchell, the owner, or if you bet on Epicenter when Rich Strike came and caught him at 80-1. The horse he has this year isn't as high profile. It's Disarm. He's actually run 2nd and 3rd in his last couple of races. The Lexington at Keeneland, his most recent start, but he's going to be a long shot, and I think he's coming into the race the right way.
Gotcha. So when I'm placing my bet, because I'm a first-time bettor myself, it's more than just looking at the odds.
I am not a first-time bettor.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you're born with betting in your blood, right?
That's right. You're either born with gamble in your blood or you're not.
Right. So when I'm placing that first bet, it's more than just looking at the odds, right? There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, but if you're betting a race like the Kentucky Derby, I love the sport of horse racing. I handicap races on a daily basis for a living, but you don't need to get that detailed about it. There are certain simple bets you can make, particularly on a race like the Kentucky Derby, to give yourself a chance to win. 20 horse field, it's the best race in America to begin with, but it's also the best race to bet on.
Exactly. And what tips do you have for people who are betting in the Kentucky Derby?
Well, it depends on what your personality is. If you're a conservative person, betting to win, place, and show, if you're trying to turn your $20 into $50, you're just trying to make a profit, right? Maybe you're just betting the show on a horse. If you want to try to hit a home run, maybe you're going to bet exactas or trifectas or superfectas, where you're betting multiple horses to finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So what is your personality? Do you want to try to turn $20 into $50, or do you want to try to turn it into $10,000?
I mean, I'm feeling lucky, but I'm not sure if I'm very confident in that.
Well, somewhere in between. An exacta is a good bet.
Yeah.
You can take the 3 horses you bet you like the most and box them in an exacta. That's always a pretty safe and easy way to play, and you can make decent money doing that too.
Absolutely. So the big question of the day for me, who are you placing your bets on?
Well, I like Kings Barnes because I think of the 3 Todd Pletcher trained horses, he's going to be the biggest of prices. And then Disarm is the other one I like as a possible long shot. 2 Phils is another long shot that I like a little bit too. So maybe I'll box those 3, any combination of the 3, or just bet Kings Barnes to win, place, and show.
Yes. And so if people are interested in placing those bets, how can they use Twin Spires to place those bets?
Well, it's real simple and easy. TwinSpires.com, the Twin Spires app, which you can use on your iPad or your phone, and just sign up for an account. It's easy to deposit money, and it's real easy to use the interface on the app or on the website too, to just bet, win, place, and show. What number do you like? What track are you betting on? It's pretty self-explanatory.
All right. Well, I am certainly feeling lucky after this, Joe. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the Derby, everybody.